Picture this: Lusaka, a vibrant city teeming with life, where stories unfold in unexpected ways. John's wife dies, a sudden and heartbreaking loss that sends shockwaves through his world. He is left devastated and utterly alone, now a single parent to their children grappling with a grief that seems insurmountable. Before the funeral flowers even begin to wilt, a symbol of the fading memory of his late wife, a new woman, Mercy, seemingly appears out of nowhere and sweeps into his life. And then, in what feels like the blink of an eye, John and Mercy are married, their union sealed with vows and rings. The wedding, huge, incredibly expensive, and it all happens so fast, leaving everyone struggling to keep up. The family is utterly stunned, their faces etched with disbelief and confusion. They're still deep in mourning, grappling with the recent loss, and now John's throwing a party that looks more like a lottery win, a celebration of wealth than a second chance at finding love. Whispers start to circulate, hushed conversations filled with speculation and doubt. Was this genuine true love, a connection forged in the depths of shared sorrow, or simply a desperate rebound, a fleeting attempt to fill the void left by his wife's passing? Or could it be something else entirely, something far more complex and perhaps even sinister? Mercy suddenly becomes the center of attention. All eyes are on her, scrutinizing her every move. Some see her as a savior, a beacon of hope for a grieving family in desperate need of comfort and support. But others view her with suspicion, a mysterious figure whose motives remain unclear. The speed of the courtship, the extravagant spending, the air of secrecy surrounding it all feels unsettling, as if something is not quite right beneath the surface. John's family watches with growing concern, their hearts heavy with apprehension. Is this a genuine new beginning, a chance for John and his children to find happiness again? Or is it a disaster in the making, a path leading to further heartbreak and pain? The whole thing feels less like a heartwarming love story, a tale of overcoming grief and finding solace in another's arms, and more like a high-stakes drama about to explode, a powder keg of emotions waiting for a spark. Mercy, the new wife and stepmother stepping into a role fraught with challenges and expectations, is suddenly at the very heart of it all, the focal point of a family teetering on the edge. To some she represents a blessing, a welcome addition to a family in need. To others, she's a question mark in a wedding dress, an enigma wrapped in layers of silk and secrets. The family simply can't shake the nagging feeling that something's terribly wrong, that a storm is brewing beneath the surface. This isn't just a simple marriage, it's far more than that. It's a spectacle, a grand display of wealth and emotion that captivates and confounds in equal measure. And as the curtain rises on this new chapter, revealing a stage set for drama and intrigue, everyone's bracing themselves, waiting nervously to see what shocking revelations and unexpected twists will unfold next. John's world has been irrevocably changed overnight, transformed in ways he couldn't have possibly imagined, but the question that hangs heavy in the air is this dramatic shift for the better, or is it a harbinger of something far worse to come? The real story, with all its hidden layers and complex characters, is only just beginning to unfold, promising a journey filled with suspense, intrigue, and unexpected turns. In every modern marriage, the smartphone is a loaded gun, a sleek, innocent-looking device capable of unleashing devastating consequences. It holds within it the power to connect, to create, but also to destroy. One day, John picks up Mercy's phone, maybe out of suspicion, a nagging feeling he can't shake, or maybe by accident, a simple curiosity. The reasons don't matter as much as the outcome. What he finds isn't cat videos or the usual social media chatter. It's something far more significant, something that cuts to the core of their relationship. It's a digital trail of betrayal, a carefully constructed web of deceit woven through late-night texts and hidden conversations. Multiple men, not just casual acquaintances but individuals with whom Mercy shares a deep, emotional connection. Secret plans, rendezvous arranged in hushed tones, promises whispered through the digital ether, messages that sting, words laced with affection and desire meant for someone else's ears, someone else's heart. Mercy's still talking to her ex, not just friendly, catching up over old times, but intimate, sharing secrets and rekindling old flames. For John, it's a gut punch, a blow that leaves him reeling, struggling to catch his breath. He's poured his heart and money into this marriage, investing everything he had in their shared future, only to find he's not the only one in Mercy's life, not the only recipient of her affection. The trust shatters like glass dropped on concrete, leaving behind jagged edges and irreparable damage. This isn't a one-time mistake, it's a pattern, a recurring theme in their relationship, a constant undercurrent of infidelity. John scrolls through message after message, each one a confirmation of his worst fears, each one a fresh wound, reopening old scars and deepening the pain. He feels like a fool, a naive, trusting fool, defending his marriage to friends and family, spending a fortune on lavish gifts and romantic getaways, and now realizing he's just another name in Mercy's contacts, another option in her ever-expanding roster. The discovery changes everything, shattering the foundation of their relationship and leaving him questioning everything he thought he knew. The lavish wedding, the whirlwind romance, the carefully curated image of a perfect couple. It all looks like a setup, a calculated plan to deceive and manipulate him. John isn't just heartbroken, he's furious, consumed by a rage he can barely contain. The man who lost his first wife to tragedy, a loss that scarred him deeply, now feels he's losing his second to deceit, a betrayal that cuts even deeper than the first. The pain is mixed with anger, a volatile cocktail of emotions threatening to consume him. And it's enough to send him straight to divorce court, seeking justice and closure. The phone didn't just reveal secrets, it exposed a web of lies and shattered his illusions. It blew up his entire reality, leaving him to pick up the pieces and rebuild his life from scratch. Now John's fighting for more than his marriage. He's fighting for his dignity, his self-respect, and his future. He's fighting for the truth, determined to expose the lies and reclaim his life. Here's where things get wild. The story takes a very unexpected turn. John claims quite remarkably that he was bewitched. In court he says Mercy employed traditional charms to exert control over him and his actions. He describes feeling like a puppet, completely under her influence. Spending money and making choices he simply can't explain or understand. Strange rituals, odd substances. He's convinced it was magic and not love that drove his actions. In Zambia, belief in witchcraft is very real, and John's family nods along, seemingly in agreement. For John, it's easier to believe he was cursed than simply fooled by love. Now, he's not just seeking a divorce. He's fighting with everything he has to reclaim his mind and his life. The fallout is brutal, especially for the kids. They are often the most vulnerable in these situations. They've lost their mother, a figure of stability and love, and suddenly gained a stepmom, someone they may not know or trust yet. And now their world is chaos again, a whirlwind of emotions and uncertainty. The home is a battlefield filled with tension and unspoken resentments, not a sanctuary. John's humiliation is public, a stain on his reputation. He's lost respect, a cornerstone of his identity, trust, the foundation of any relationship, and peace, a state of mind now shattered. The family is fractured, its bonds weakened, supporting John, offering him a lifeline in his darkest hour, caring for the children, trying to shield them from the worst of it, and dealing with their own pain, a ripple effect of sorrow and confusion. Family gatherings are tense, filled with awkward silences and forced smiles. Unity is gone, replaced by division and resentment. The emotional wreckage spreads, touching every corner of their lives far beyond John and Mercy, impacting the extended family and close friends. The children are the silent victims, bearing the brunt of their parents' choices, caught in the crossfire, innocent bystanders in a war they didn't start. The betrayal isn't just personal, it's a deep wound. It's a wound to the whole family, leaving scars that may never fully heal. The scars from this mess will last a long time, a constant reminder of what was lost. Then Mercy speaks. She admits cheating, but says John cheated first. Suddenly it's not clear who's the villain. She calls his witchcraft claims ridiculous, blaming him for the marriage's collapse. The truth is lost in accusations and counter-accusations. Despite everything, John hesitates. Cultural and religious pressure makes divorce a last resort. The court doesn't decide. Instead, they postpone the case. Mercy has exams to write. Life goes on, even in the middle of heartbreak. The final chapter, still unwritten.